Hey everyone, Brandon here from Open Road Reviews, and today is kind of an exciting day because on top of getting this new camper, one of the other things that has been on our wish list is upgrading our tow vehicle. And we've been on and off in the market, kind of keeping an eye out, trying to figure out what we wanted, and we are going to replace our 2011 Ford F-150. This is a Lariat trim, and it had, when I bought it, it had the higher end tow package on it. It had the highest capacity and not the best gear ratio on it, but it had a better gear ratio for higher towing. So this one worked well for all our needs over the years, and surprisingly, it can tow this well. This is a little over 5,000 pounds. It can go up to like 72-ish. Don't quote me. There's actual, but it's around there, let's say. I'd have to look in the manual again. Anyways, so that means now, like if this thing was fully loaded, 7,200 pounds in it, that means, the tongue weight on this thing, it would still handle it. And it does. I've gone down the road and it works fine. Where you get into the problem is when you get into cargo capacity. So like I said, if it's just me and the camper hooked up, I can still load a little bit of stuff in there and we're good. And that's what I'm talking about here. So let me show you this here. So, okay, now if you go to the doorway here, all Fords have these stickers on the inside of their door. They'll either be there or maybe over there on the door jamb there, but they will be located in the door. And as you can see here, you have the VIN number, and you also have the cargo capacity. Now there are some important things to look at when you're looking at these numbers, and the biggest one is right up here. You can see right there, hopefully you can see it. It says 7,200 pounds. That is the GVWR of this vehicle. That's good. That means, that's not good. There's better things than that. But for this truck, that's really decent. Now, also, then the other important one here is this says 1,413 pounds. That is the cargo capacity. However, I did look at the sticker that came with this thing, and that is off a little bit. Mine actually is, when I look at it, it's 1,520 pounds. But for just safety reasons, I am still going by this number because that is what on the truck. Also, there are some other factors to consider, is that I have replaced my standard passenger tires with a more heavier duty or 10-ply tire. That has helped over the years with, like, when you're going down the highway and you have like a semi go by, you can feel that semi go by, but not as bad with these wheels. It helps a lot with that sway. But anyways, so really, yeah, you could sit there and say, yeah, I can tow 7,200 pounds all day long or whatever. But that's really not what you can. And well, actually, the towing capacity of this truck is higher than that. But like I said, that's the GVWR. That's the overall weight this truck can handle. So, like I said, with the capacity here, you add the tongue weight. So let's just say I fully load that thing all the way to its limit. That's 7,200 pounds. That means 10%. That's 720 pounds of tongue weight. So that means I'm almost cutting that in half. And then you add my big old butt in there, and I used to factor in fuel, but from my understanding, but don't quote me fully on this, is from what I gather, is that I believe Ford doesn't factor in the fuel on this thing. If I'm wrong about that, throw that in the comments. I would love to know if I'm wrong. But anyways, so like I said, that's leaving me not much for cargo. So we're at the higher end here with this thing. So for me to feel safe, we've decided to finally take the plunge and replace this thing with a very new shiny F-250 that we'll be replacing very soon. And I can't wait to give you the review on that and let you know how that is. But if you were ever wondering, I guess at the end of the day, if an F-150 can tow this, yes it can, but just keep in mind all those kind of safety issues keeping your cargo right, paying attention to your numbers, and really respecting them and not overlooking them. So, like I said, they can, but we're going up to a higher vehicle because I want to be safe. I want to feel confident when I'm towing down the road. And yeah, so. Okay, today I just wanted to show you how we have got rid of the F-150 and replaced it with this beautiful shiny red 2018 F-250. This thing is certainly very capable of towing this beast right here. I am certainly glad we did the upgrade. We've gone on a couple trips already, and I can tell you it is a world of difference between the F-150 and the F-250, obviously, for obvious reasons. So, it's a no-brainer. I mean, I'm not going to go into full review of this truck. There's plenty of them online. I just want to say that if you are considering a camper like this and you do have the F-150, like I said before, it will work, okay? But you're going to be, you're going to be white-knuckling it sometimes, I would imagine. But what I can say is that this thing tows beautifully. I mean, you can still feel the camper behind you, but I'm not as nervous anymore. A lot bigger turning radius on it, a lot of getting used to with it, a lot of pre-planning when pulling into parking lots, that kind of thing. But we couldn't be happier to have it. Like I said, the numbers don't lie. And they're all, they're here on the inside of the door. I'll show you those. And then I had to do a repair of the sunroof, which I'll show you in another video. If you are on the fence about doing something like this, about upgrading, and I know it hurts the wallet, but it was worth it. I am glad we did it. Don't have any regrets. So, like I said, I hope this was helpful, and thank you for hitting the open road with us.